You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
We've reached our destination.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'm off. Get it started. Annihilation.
How aren't being interrupted?
These.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Orochi Fury!
Blaze of Steel. Here's evil. Here goes.
You're mine! It's over! It's on! Azure Storm! Plasma Shock!
Into the shadows.
Air pressure. In a bind.
Reload! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! A comfortable win.
But a grind like this should be easy.
March on!
Radiant
I owe you one.
None shall escape
Destruction!
my own death! This one's I'm mine! I'm not so good with airborne targets!
Eternal
Deity! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Eternal Devastation! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Eternal Devastation!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Resonate with the
Plasma Shock!
Annihilation!
You're mine! How about this?
Bloody howling!
Now!
Rising Falcon!
Any injuries?
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Can't get out of this!
I owe you one. Strike!
Can you take it? Does it hurt?
Azure Storm! Plasma Shot!
Catapult!
It's over!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah!
Look sharp!
Lightning Fire Blade!
Raging Captain!
Take this! Not today!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
I'm ready.
Orochi's Fury! Catapult! Azure Storm! Plasma Shot! You're finished!
Do it!
Double me! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Radiant light! Here!
Take
Lightning
this!
orb!
You're finished! Orochi's Fury!
Radiant light! Here! Lightning orb!
Looks like we won.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this!
Flame of fury!
Barrier!
Sharpness! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Not on my watch!
Eternal
It's
devastation!
a duel of the arts!
Barrier!
In here!
Eternal... We got flyers!
I've got this! Here, let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Take this!
Take not on my watch!
It's over!
Do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Annihilation!
Ruin gate!
Mega ray!
It's over!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that!
Lunar Rondo!
Light astral
Azure
energy!
Storm!
Air thrust!
I can feel my power growing!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this! Burn in hell!
Cyan instant!
It's over!
Radiant airborne beam! My specialty!
You're finished!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No more session's done! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
No further! You're mine! Orochi's fury!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
You're mine! A wall to shield from this one's all mine! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Burn!
Dance on the wind.
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
You're mine! It's over! It's over! Orochi's fury! Negative gate!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This one's tough!
This one's mine!
In a bind?
Eat this!
Leave the agile ones in it.
I'm ready! Doubling! In an instant! Impact block!
A wall to shield from calamity.
You're mine!
I'll be saving this one!
Strike! Plasma shock! You're mine!
Now!
You're finished! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You're saying we should check the owl forest? I won't forgive you!
You're mine! I owe you one! Lewis! Orochi's fury!
It's like trying to keep up with a
Try
wall!
harder! Not a chance!
Shield from calamity.
Blast the shot!
Barrier.
Thanks!
Healing sword, lightning
It's
down.
your mind!
Can't get out of this.
Power of water.
Easy snelling to me.
Yeah.
Raging Luna sword.
All right. That does it.
Fury!
Steel sword. There.
Elusive deity.
Burn it
Into
out!
the shadows.
Take this!
Mega ray.
You're finished!
I'm almost
Elusive
done.
deity.
More with
Blast the shot!
annihilation. Do it. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. There. One more. Radiant. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward. An opponent like this should be easy.
None jealous. I never miss.
Elusive deity.
Thunder deal.
You're mine!
Dance in the wind.
Orochi's Fury!
Air thrust.
Raging Luna sword.
Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
Little help.
It's time.
Take this! It's over!
Over. Gusty nail. Here I go. I'm
You're
only
mine!
getting started.
Azure Storm!
May a thousand gales carry you
No escape! Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! It's over!
It's
Luna Rongo!
mine. In the wind.
Here I come! No escape! Not today! You're mine!
Firmament render.
Orochi's Fury! You're finished!
Too much to handle.
Eternal Devastation!
I'll face you.
Eternal Devastation!
Looks like we got them all. What's with that shining foe over there? I have a bad feeling about this.
Dance in the wind.
Everlasting darkness.
Field.
Negative gate.
I'll be with you. This one's mine.
Stalagmite.
Wait.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Eternal devastation! Eternal devastation! You're finished! I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Annihilation! Radiant pierce! More where that came from! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Blackened
blade! Armor won't shine!
Where are you going?
Regeneration!
Sleep now.
Here I
Your
come.
hide and seek is over.
Eat this! Thanks!
Mega Ray! Cascade!
You're mine!
Sleep now.
Begin! Try
A charge
harder.
like that could easily be fatal.
You're mine!
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Light astral energy! Annihilation! Cascade! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
It's so fun! You're finished! I can carve through armor!
Dance in the wind!
Take a new melody! Electric Fury! Ender Storm! You're mine! It's over! Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Electric Fury! Thanks! Try this! I owe you
Another incantation ruined.
Next! This one's all mine! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Ha! Burn! Take this! Here I come!
Leave the torch to me.
Can't get out of this!
Healing circle!
I'm not done!
Here! Flame of
I'll face you. Take this! This armor won't save you!
Astral energy!
Think of the abyssal I'm not done! Ender Storm! Plasma Shock!
Think of the
Here I
abyssal
come! It's over!
Astral energy! Lightning can
You're mine! Take this!
Searing flame! Reload!
Far enough.
Freezing storm!
Plasma Shock!
I'm
ready.
I'll heal you all!
That took more energy than I expected.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Yeah. Reel it in. That's not a fish I see often.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
There's a nice breeze here. Oh, we've got a lively one. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Now where might those fish be? Ha! I've got something. I'll get you next time. Ha! I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Where should I cast my line? Yeah! I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Reel it in. Dagnabbit! It got away. Hup. Time to try a different spot. I've got something. Good fishers always keep their cool. Yeah. Time to try a different spot. Yeah. All right, once more from the top. Now, where might those fish be? Reel it in. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
I've got something. Dagnabbit! It got away. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Hup. Reel it in. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
We should be able to cook here.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danits. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
We've reached our destination.
Now where might those fish be? There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right.
We've reached our destination.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Hey, that actually came out pretty all right, don't you think?
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything? We should be able to cook here.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I'd like to check their wares if you... Don't mind.
Little help!
This one's all mine!
I'll smash you!
Try harder!
Raging cascade!
If it cools up, time to get out of the way.
In here!
Here I come! Orochi's fury!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Nothing gets by me!
You're finished! It's over! Hurricane thrust! You're mine!
Resonate with the
Orochi's
earth.
fury!
The art of being interrupted.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Take this!
Here's a healing
Orochi's fury!
Resonate with the earth.
Take this! This one's
No
all
more
mine!
playing nice!
Eat dirt! We did it!
Feel! More for here's a healing arm!
You're mine!
Here,
Orochi's fury!
More of that
Azure storm!
Raging
Flash
cascade!
the shock!
Feel! Radiant flood! Here! More for the
You're mine!
stockpile!
It's over!
May a thousand gales flood here!
I'm ready! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Seems about right to me.
Anything in armor is all
Where
mine.
are you going?
They might.
Here I come!
Annihilate!
Internal devastation! This one's all mine! It's over!
Flying free. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than
Internal
done.
devastation! Take it!
Looks like we got them all.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Where are you going?
Tear you to shreds!
You're mine!
Lightning!
Internal devastation!
Cross and rend!
Internal devastation!
Lightning condemned!
This one's mine.
Thunderblade!
We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Internal devastation! All yours!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil
Internal
one.
devastation! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! You're finished!
I'll be healing circle!
Internal devastation!
I'm in your debt.
Thunderblade!
Internal devastation! I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I come!
In here!
Blast the shock!
I'll be saving this one!
Resonate with the earth.
Take this!
Getting
It's over!
In here!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Internal devastation! Internal devastation!
Freeze Lancer!
Here I come! Soaring blast!
Instant!
Here I come! You're finished! Hurricane thrust!
On your knees!
You're mine! Eat this!
Ice Tornado! Lightning Orb!
Resonate with the Orochi's Fury!
Lightning Condemn! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I've been doing really great lately.
Hi, Hoodle!
Can't get out of this! Take this!
Instant!
Orochi's Fury! Elusive Deity! Azure Storm!
Take it!
Plasma Shock!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Do it!
It's the river!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Lightning!
Not a chance! I'm ready! Utility! In an instant! Impact Block!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Coming through! Here I come! You're finished! Rotating
This one's mine! Divine Streak!
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
Here's a healing arc! Radiant Pain!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the Rainbow Field! Air Thrust!
Orochi's Fury!
Do it!
It's over!
Mega Ray!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And the pummeling to me.
Here I come! Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
Here I come! Ignite!
Freeze Lancer!
Take this!
Lightning Orb! Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Looks like we got them all. You guys want to rest here? Did we really just spend that much money?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Now you see what I can do!
Steering!
Far enough!
Steering!
You're mine! Rotate fury!
Here!
On your...
Azure Storm!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Take this!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
I'll face you!
Freezing storm! Darkness!
Evil
Take
ray!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! In an instant! Impact block!
Ready and ready!
Shine!
Radiant light!
Ether!
Back into the flat! Astral energy!
Now you see what I can do!
Annihilation!
Here I come!
Sweet dreams!
Rotate fury!
Here's a healing arm!
Azure Storm!
First aid!
I owe you one.
Divine strength! Radiant
Hurricane
flash! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Let's refrain from losing.
An opponent like this should be
This
easy.
one's mine! Tear you to shreds!
You're mine!
None shall escape my judgment!
Crush!
Air pressure!
Ray!
Eternal devastation!
Dance
You're
in the
mine!
wind!
Got fire!
I've got it! Let him mark him!
All yours!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Striker!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Where are you going?
Stalagmite!
You're mine! Stop!
Primed and ready! Here!
Rising Falcon!
Vanquish darkness!
You're finished!
Steering
Eternal
Flying freaks!
What can they touch it?
I'm ready!
See us continues in an instant! Impact block!
I never miss!
Rending you apart!
Here I come! You're finished! Eternal devastation!
Looks like we got them all.
Gotta break through! You're mine! It's over!
Sweet castle!
Eternal devastation!
Gemini Aqua! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Eternal devastation!
Seismic rupture!
The airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'll face you!
Eternal
devastation!
Thunderbolt!
Crush!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Brett! Freeze it!
Don't get careless.
Right, here goes!
No further!
Primed and ready!
Here I come! It's
Lightning
over!
orb!
The everlasting
Raging
darkness!
cascade of water!
Negative
Azure
gate!
Storm!
On
Blast the
Here!
shot!
Seal! I'll be saving you healing wall!
Ignite! You're mine!
Healing circle! Hazel!
Begin!
Rotate fury!
Do it!
Bring up!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Here goes!
Here I come! You're finished!
I'll face you!
I never miss! Firmament
Raging
render!
Lunar
Not in your
Storm.
dreams!
You're mine!
It's time!
Rotate fury!
Resonate with the earth!
Plasma shock!
Stalagmite! On your...
You're mine!
Water, hear my call!
No further!
Thunderblade!
Take this!
Flame of fury!
This one's all mine!
Glacial spear! Here's the heal!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Here's a healing art! Here, save! More for the side! Let's
It's over!
More with that! I'm only getting sacred surface! Now!
Darling! In an instant! Impact block!
Mega ray! Raging
Orochi's
cascade!
fury!
In here!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
None shall escape my judgment! Render! Hooray!
I'll face you! Ha! Burn in hell!
Any injuries?
No choice!
May a thousand gales carry in the sky is mine!
You're mine! Orochi's fury!
Not on my watch! Where are you going?
Can't get out of this! You're mine! This one's all mine!
Firmament render!
I'll stop and charge!
Do it! Thanks, Kisara!
In an instant! Impact block!
Shattering
Rage
the
with
pieces!
Here's evil!
Attack time!
Not today! Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Here!
You're mine! Orochi's fury!
Shield! Dance in the wind! Do it! Air thrust!
Crescent flash! Onward and upward.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Take this! What? Eternal
Shine!
Radiant light! Burst of regenerate! Eternal devastation! Crush!
Here comes!
Let us take this!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Bloody hell! Eternal devastation!
Ice tornado!
Here I come! This is
Not on my watch! Sweet dreams! Where are you going?
bloody hell! Take this! Eat
Do
this!
it! I'll be safe!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds. Out of our way!
Here I come! It's over!
Regenerate!
Eternal devastation!
Raging instant!
Don't suffer! Eternal devastation!
You're
Fine! You're
I'll
finished!
be saving this one!
Soaring blast! No escape!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
It's over! I'm not! Hurricane thrust!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Go no further!
Take this!
Scion Instant!
You're mine! Back into everlasting darkness! Negative gate! Plasma second will go alive! Rending you apart! Ignite! Bloody howling! Plasma shock!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
A freezing storm!
Struck! Elusive deity! Soaring blood!
Spread!
We managed to pull through.
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Take that! This one's mine! Bullseye! Lightning condensed! Thunderblade! Mega
Plasma
Ray!
shock!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
In a bind,
By the power
Here I
of
come!
water!
You're finished!
Arrow Claw!
bathed in blood.
I'm ready! Blast in an instant! Impact Claw!
Into everlasting
Deadly Supernova!
Negative
Raging Cascade!
bathed in blood.
Take this!
You're mine!
In a bind,
It's over! No escape!
catapult.
Do it!
As your storm!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Tempest engulfed you.
Not today!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danons. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danons like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danons were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danon people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danons had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfont tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danons do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Me much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. if there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Armor won't save you! Black and gray! Fire in the hole! I'm going in! At your sword! Air support! Engage! Here I come! No escape! Orochi Fury!
Here's the evil!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! Miss him!
Please now! Hear my call! I'll be saving this one!
I'm not done!
Water!
You're mine!
Hear my call!
You're finished!
Spread! Lightning
You're mine!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Gotta break through! I see one, eh? I can carve through one! Raging like steel! You're mine!
Hear me! Flame and
Orochi
fire!
Fury!
You'll have no mercy!
For my lord!
None shall escape my judgment!
We're not finished! Take this!
Chinese
Orochi
disregard!
Fury!
Raging cascade!
I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can... Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Hi, Hoodle!
In a bind?
Go down awkward!
Take this!
In the wind!
It's go time!
Can
you take it?
Do it!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Firmament Render!
Take this! Tear! Hurricane
Ice
Thrust!
Tornado!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Now!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Courteous, aren't you?
Bring him down! Not today! Raging Lunar Storm! I'm not done! Take this! Take down their defenses! Regenerate! Thanks! Now you see what I can do! Fire support! Elusive Fury! Elusive Fury! Easy ensnaring for me. Yeah! I never miss! Support! You're mine! Victim! It's over! Lateral shock! It's over! Hurricane thrust! Catapult! You picked the wrong side! I'm ready! I owe you one. Step back! This one's all lost! Right, here goes! Now you see what I can do! My shield? I'm not done! Blood! Rending you apart!
I'll take my revenge on you!
Ready and rare! Resonate with the earth! Here I try harder! I have no limits! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Mega Ray!
A scream
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Let's refrain from losing.
An opponent like this can't get out of this! Now you'll learn! Easter!
Lightning all, not in your dreams!
I won't show you any mercy! You've got my spirit!
I'll be saving this one!
Here I come! You're
Now!
finished!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
A freezing power creation magic is I
On your knees! Plasma shock!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Don't get complacent.
Little help!
Anything in armor is all mine! Lunar Storm!
Where are you going?
Double Demon
Not on
Fang!
my watch!
Demon Fang! Smash you!
Have you ever considered your purpose in life?
One last one! Healing Circuit! There!
Elusive Deity!
Hey, that's Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance!
Here I go! Firmament
They smite Here I come! Blade! You're finished! Execution!
Seems about right to me.
Get lost!
Got you now! Pieces! Attack! Can't get out of this! It's over!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
The rebel! Can you take it? I can carve through! Here I come! This one's all mine! Resonate with the earth! You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Raging cascade! Radiant spread! Dance to the wind! Eagle ride!
The tempest engulfs you!
Freezing storm!
Shattering the pieces!
Energy! Lightning condemned!
Let us now or never.
Reload! Water! Thousand gales! Tear you to shreds!
I'll teach you right!
Hear me!
I'll grind you into dust! Death from the wind!
Here's evil!
You're mine!
Freeze Lancer! Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Rending you apart!
Here goes! Here! Sweet cloud! Lord, here! Close out!
You're mine!
Orochi Fury! Hear me! Flaming fury! Burning strike! Water!
Ready and ready! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Now!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact block!
Don't push yourself too hard.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth!
Tear you to shreds! Not on my watch! Here goes! Burning trigger!
Crush!
Arrow ball!
Ignite!
Do it!
Flying spree!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Radiant down here!
The enemy wields armor too.
You'll soon see about that! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. Right, here goes!
You can't get out of this!
Will this help?
Is it too...
Need to talk over...
Now you'll learn!
I'm not done!
Let me help!
Orochi Fury! Blast the shot!
Rending you apart!
Take it!
Get in my way!
This one's all mine! An astral art?
That's my cue!
It's over! Shut him down!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Lightning condensed!
You're mine! It's over!
Raging Luna Storm!
Orochi Fury!
Resonate with the earth!
Lightning healing circle!
Rending you
Orochi Fury!
Just what the doctor ordered! Glacier spear! Here's evil! Sleep now! Freeze Lancer!
The abyssal take this!
Lightning condensed! Thunderblade!
Orochi Fury!
I'll smash you!
Burn in hell!
So you clamor for my true power? Orochi Fury! Blood. Rending you apart! Bloody howling! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! You can't get out of this!
Water!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Hey, that... Raging Cascade!
Go, Holly! I'm alright.
Don't get in my way! Light arrow!
Don't suffer another incantation ruin!
Feel! Here's a healing orb! Not in your dreams! First aid!
On your death. Stop!
Luna Rider! Cyan Itch back into the fray!
You picked the wrong fight!
More annihilation!
Orochi Fury!
Flame! Reload!
Benediction light.
Explosive ring!
I can't heal you forever!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Water! Hear my call! Spread! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Shine!
Do it!
Radiant light! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
This looks nice and tough. Retreat if you know what's good for you. We'll use too much. You're mine! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Shine! Radiant light!
This one's mine!
Regeneration!
Here's another!
Regenerate! This one's all mine! I'm ready!
I'll be safe!
Thanks! No escape!
Art sealed! Cyan instant! Magic ready to go! Seal!
Burn in hell!
More for the stockpile!
Here I come! Begin!
Radiant defense! Thunderblade! I can do it all day! Here!
In a bind? You're mine!
Lightning!
It's over!
I'm
ready! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I lack the energy for healing arts.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.